Hi guys, for this pick a crystal, we're going to be discussing can your soul tribe reach you? So for those of you who don't know, soul tribe is like your people, the people who just get you, the people who you feel most comfortable around, the people who there's just that connection with, that chemistry with, where like, friends, family, lovers, whatever you want to call it, like your souls just connect in some type of way. And, you smile when you think of them, you laugh, or whatever it is, like whatever your personality resonates with. Um, and somehow they just, they touch your heart in some kind of way. So when I ask the question, can your soul tribe reach you? What I mean by that is your guard up? So when our guard is up, it means we don't trust people, or we don't trust certain people, however that holds true in your life. Maybe you don't trust most people, which really means you don't trust humanity. Maybe there's specific individuals you don't trust. Maybe there's people from the past you don't trust. But on some type of level, you want to trust because there's some part of you that intuitively knows they're your soul tribe, but you just can't get past the past. So therefore, your soul tribe cannot reach you. So you may be in that in-between phase where it's like you're kind of fighting your intuition. It's like you want to believe maybe specific individuals are part of your soul tribe, or maybe you want to believe they're not part of your soul tribe. Hold that energy where you see fit. So I want to go a little more in depth with this. So if you just want to fast forward, no probs. Pile 1, if you feel like this crystal resonates with you, feel free to fast forward to the link below to pile 1. If you feel like this crystal resonates with you, feel free to fast forward by clicking the link below to pile 2. All right. So, I forgot, what is the line I'm always using? I really feel like it's a good line. How can your soul tribe reach you when there are mountains around you? So let's just use some random examples. So if you want somebody to be part of your soul tribe, right? Let's just say this is a friend. Let's say it's an old friend, okay? And you want to believe they're part of your soul tribe. So you're trying to reconnect with them. But there's a part of you that just doesn't trust them. You just don't. For whatever reason, maybe it's your ego discerning your intuition, whatever. I'm sorry, your ego filtering your downloads. So therefore, your intuition isn't really, you're not able to just trust your gut because there's a part of you that's just too paranoid. So therefore the paranoia takes over and you're just not able to trust this person because you're thinking of the past, or you're thinking, you see too much of yourself in this person. Therefore, you feel like you're capable of the worst, or you have been capable of the worst. So therefore you can't trust this person, whatever it is. If you come forward with that type of energy of like not trusting somebody in any type of capacity, that person is going to be able to feel that in some type of way because it's all energy. You're not going to be able to reach your soul tribe that way. It's just not possible. You have to have faith in people. You have to have faith in humanity. That's just how the whole journey to spirituality works. If you feel like that's part of your path, if that's part of your calling, if spirituality, if esoteric resonates with you in some type of way, you're never going to be fully happy unless you actually give it to the universe or God or source, whatever it is you believe in. I promise you on everything. Because you're always going to be harboring some type of bad energy. Like literally, it's physically, let's just say like a ball of energy that you are literally holding on to, and you're not letting it go. You're almost like pretending to let it go on the surface in the 3D realm, in the material world, the world that we're living in, and you're reaching out to people because you feel like this is what you have to do. You feel like you need to, make good with people. But it's like you may be forcing yourself to be at a part of your soul's evolution, but you're not there yet. That's why I'm always saying, like, listen to your soul, follow your soul, because sometimes we try to speed it up, and it's just like it's just going to backfire in your face. If you're not where you want to be, then just like keep working at it, but don't ever force something that's just not there, because it's not going to happen. So, to give you some examples, me and my mom used to be like super close my whole life. My mom is a Taurus, a fixed sign. I'm an Aries, a cardinal sign. She's earth, I'm fire. We are an open book. We meaning me, Aries sign. Like we are too open. My mom, and if you guys are Tauruses out there and you don't agree with what I'm about to say, it could be depending on the rest of your natal chart, to be quite honest with you. My mom is not that at all. She's also a Capricorn moon. This is a very difficult moon in regards to being open with your emotions and your feelings. And then being a Taurus person, it's like at least with my mother personally, it's like she always expects me to open up to her and tell her everything. She literally wants to know everything. But when it comes to her, she doesn't want to tell me anything at all. And the things that she does tell me, they're literally like half-ass stories, like half-ass stories, parts, pieces that don't even fucking add up. So they're not even worth trying to figure out, or it's almost not even worth asking her what's going on in her life, because you'll just end up confused. And then when you try to make sense of it and try to communicate like a normal human being, asking questions without being inquisitive, she'll come at you like you're being inquisitive because she's secretive and sneaky as fuck. That's not nice. Sorry. So therefore, her energy that she's putting out there, she does not trust. Whatever the reason may be, I can assume it comes down to she doesn't feel safe. She may feel ashamed. It may be her ego. It may be her pride, whatever the topic may be of conversation. But since she does not give that energy of trust, and there's no truth, full truth to the things she's saying, it makes me feel like I can't trust her, despite the fact that she has the title mother. Now, when you have mainly people in your life that, I don't want to say don't see the bigger picture or understand all perspectives, but when you have people that kind of see things more so a specific way, I don't want to say one way, because I really do see, I have more people in my life that are open-minded than closed-minded. I don't think I could ever take a closed-minded individual, to be honest. But most of the people in my life would hear what I would have to say and be like, but that's your mother. Like, just ignore it, They don't really understand. They would never look more in depth as to the type of energy that she's putting out there. Is she's basically saying she doesn't trust me. And even though that's nothing personal, because it's true, that's nothing personal, inherently she's putting that energy out there, which makes me feel like I can't trust her. Like it's doing something on some type of level that I quite can't explain, but I just don't feel open with her. So if I were to express this openly to people who aren't involved on the spiritual journey, whatever you want to call it, they would be very closed off to this. They would be I would have to say one-minded and think, well, that's your mother. And that's like society talking and therefore brainwashing you to feel bad about a situation you shouldn't be feeling bad about because something's wrong here. And even though my mother has raised me as a single mother growing up, I've always felt like in debt to her in some type of way. So I've always been manipulated to think like I I need to put my feelings to the side and just like try to go along with this, whatever the fuck this is that that she still does to this day. That just mind fucks the fuck out of me because I don't do these things. Like I just conversate, and I communicate. So when we look at me and my dad's chemistry, he's an Aries. We are both fire. We're both cardinal signs. We're both open books. Like it's so fucking easy. The only time it's difficult is when he's trying to control a conversation, but he's not even aware that he's doing it. Literally, he's not aware that when I'm not agreeing with him, he's not acknowledging that it has nothing to do with me not having an open mind. It's him trying to control me. That's a whole other topic, but the energy there is we trust one another with what it is we're saying, our deepest thoughts, our deepest emotions, our feelings, our concerns. Like we can exchange one another's opinions and all that stuff because we feel safe. That's our soul tribe. He's part of my soul tribe. I'm part of his. Does that mean like we have to share all these, other personal private things? No, like apply common sense. You know what I mean? I'm always going to say that. But that is the energy you put out there. Now, if somebody starts lying, people are going to pick up on that. And even if they don't pick up on it right away, they're eventually going to pick up on it. When you put that distrust out there, your soul tribe can't reach you. It's just like, even if they are part of your soul tribe, it's like somebody's getting the boot. Somebody's getting like, hey, listen, you go do you and like come back around once like you feel good again. It's just as straightforward as that. It's like the spiritual community, I feel like, has the same guidelines as the people who aren't involved in the spiritual community. It's just we have a different perspective of looking at the same exact things, just in a little bit of a different way. We just look at it in a spiritual way. And they're looking at it as I feel like a way of, like the situation I just told you, like if somebody's truly a part of your soul tribe, like you do connect with them, you do really resonate with them, but maybe something's going on in their life right now where they can't be fully honest with you. And that's true, right? As a human experience that we're living, doesn't shit happen in our life that kind of takes us away from who we really are? Haven't we been deceitful at some point? Or haven't we stolen? Or haven't we lied? Or haven't we done some, I don't know, shitty things? Something like that where we know we're better than that. And it's like, okay, if we're not spiritual, let's just say it's just the 3D realm, right? We're anybody else would like be giving you advice and saying something along the lines of, yeah, sometimes people just got to do them, they got to learn on their own. And that's exactly what it is here. So when these people come back around, sometimes I feel like when they're part of our soul tribe, this can be a little scary depending where we are in our evolution. If we're still like developing that sense of self, and we're trying to figure out who we are and, the meaning of life and the meaning of our journey, and then they come back around, we may feel like this is a test, right? Because if we're like so far deep into our journey, then we already know that person's part of our soul tribe, or not part of our soul tribe. It's like, we're cool. Like, don't even worry about it. We understand who they are. And because at that part of our journey, we trust ourselves enough where our intuition is going to lead us in the right direction. That's why I say that. So depending where we are in our journey, if let's just say like, I'm still going, right? I mean, I'm definitely really confident, but I'm still definitely not where I need to be. I'm still going. So for me personally, If I were to experience this, I would be like, is it a test? Yes and no, just because I'm definitely confident in my abilities to trust myself. I'm confident enough to trust myself and my intuition to guide me. Is this person okay? Are they, are they, I guess we could just leave it at that. Are they okay now? And then it's like you can see that you can discern that on your own. And even if they're not, it doesn't mean that they're not part of your soul tribe. People are people and people go through shit. And sometimes they're just not. Sometimes they're not part of your soul tribe and you thought they were. When we don't trust people, our guard will be up. So sometimes people who are part of your soul tribe will reach out to you and they'll go about it in a way, whether it's reconnecting with you. Well, I guess we could just leave it at that, reconnecting with you, because that's usually what it is, right? It's the test, where we feel like we're being tested from our spirit guides, whether it's that the best friend that reaches back out, right? I've mentioned this a few times. It's the family member that we're reconnecting with where we've been let down by. It's the ex-boyfriend, it's the ex-connection, whatever it is. And they come back. But how do they come back? You're going to be able to discern through their words, the things they're saying, how they're going about it. And, I think some of us get a little too nervous about this because on our journey, we intuitively know there's some type of knowing. There really is within us, the people who aren't in our lives yet and the people who are no longer in our lives, and we feel like somehow they'll be in our lives or we're not sure. But there really is just that inner knowing of who is going to, I guess, reach back out. And I feel like we get nervous about this, but then it's like we get that gift of being tested, or whatever you want to call it. And it's a beautiful test because it really gives you the chance to show you that you really can trust yourself. Because I feel like when we go through these spiritual awakenings, more times than not, it's because we didn't trust ourselves. We didn't trust our gut. So it gives you that confidence, like, to really respect yourself enough to know that there's this inner knowing within you to know who deserves a place in your life and who doesn't. So sometimes there's people in our lives that we feel very deeply connected to, who we feel they are a part of our soul tribe. And we hope that they'll show up as our soul tribe. And a majority of them do. I have to be honest with you. I've seen it. Like, literally, I have seen it. And then I've also seen the ones who've straight up disappointed. Like, really disappointed. And I think what happens is that sometimes when it comes to our intuition, we aren't wrong in regards to our soul tribe. We just intuitively pick up on future energy about people. Like, we can pick up on like what most people call the potential of individuals. And it's not that that's wrong. I do think it's true. But at the end of the day, sometimes advice can be just so straightforward. It's not today. So therefore, I feel like a decision has to be made where it's like, is this what you want? Like, as of today, looking at what you're looking at, reading what you're reading, is this what you're worth? Is this what you want to entertain? Whatever this is. So whether it's an ex-boyfriend, an ex-connection, a best friend, you really got to figure out what resonates with you on a soul level and respect that. Like, straight up, just respect that. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you thought. And then just move on from that. The point of a soul tribe is to be with people where you feel connected, where there's this, where you feel a sense of belonging, where they trust you and you trust them. And there's like no in between. There's no in between. There's no bullshit. Not at all. When you have your guard up, it's kind of, I feel like we can look at it as an act, you know, because you're not being fully who you are. You feel like you need to protect yourself. Now, like I was just saying regarding my dad, it's not like, you know, apply common sense. You don't have to tell the nitty gritty details about personal private. You don't need to talk about, I don't know, what you're doing in the bathroom. You know what I mean? But like overall energy, it's like there shouldn't be anything. You shouldn't be reaching out in a dishonest way. If you're reaching out in a dishonest way and on any type of level whatsoever, you're pretty much screaming, I cannot be trusted. And if you're putting that energy out there, that's how that person's reading it. So therefore, the person's just not going to trust you. And sometimes when people are at two different levels in regards to their journey of evolution, it's just like you can't connect. Even if you're part of each other's soul tribe, it's like the timing's just not there. It's just not there. Nobody should be trying to rush anybody's journey to try to get there, because then that would be forcing something. And it's not meant to be like that. When your guard is up, even if you want your soul tribe to reach out to you, they're going to feel energetically like they can't. If you come off very defensively, extremely paranoid, as a very unforgiving person, as somebody who doesn't trust anybody, somebody who feels like they have to, I don't know, constantly, well, I feel like this would be boyfriend, girlfriend, or connections, test people, you know, like you're sending out the wrong message. You're sending out the wrong message. The message you want out there, and I promise you on everything, when you can put your guard down, and that's a very hard thing to do, and you could just trust that the universe, God, or source would never let you down like that. And you may be thinking of times where you feel like they have let you down. I guarantee you those times that you were let down, your guard was somewhat up. It was not fully down. Even when you felt totally in love with people or totally in love with friends, or you trusted your friend, I guarantee you there was a part of you, if you really, really think back, where your guard was somewhat up, where you didn't fully trust. And even then, honestly, I do believe in soul contracts where people come into our lives, whether it's to finish up karmic ties, karmic lessons, to get us to where we need to go. So, you know, that's where it becomes a little tricky when it comes to our journey. Like, well, which one's which? And it's like, well, are you supposed to know every little thing? Or are you supposed to just go off your intuition and call it what you want? But I promise you on everything, if you feel like you're at that part, this is how you know you can trust God, source, the universe, whatever it is you believe in. When you feel like you're aligned, that's when the universe, source, God comes through for you, because they know you're not going to hurt other people. They know you're not going to hurt other people, and they know you're not going to hurt yourself by self-sabotage. That is the best answer I could possibly give to you. When you can trust in something outside of you, when you can trust not feeling the need to having to know all the answers, without having this need to have to control a situation, without having the need to stalk people to get answers. Like, I promise you, when you feel aligned, which is confidence in yourself and not like the 3D mask, you know what I mean by that? Like the mask you've had since either childhood or the mask you had to have because of childhood. There's a big difference. That's not real confidence. That's the confidence you forced yourself to have because maybe kids were cruel to you. Maybe uh, everybody thought they could walk all over you. You know, like that's how I became such an aggressive person. Um, that's how I became such a scary person, unfortunately. Like, but those situations were meant to happen to get me to the point where, you know, I am that bitch, you know, that can protect myself. But you know, like I said, there are karmic lessons to be learned. I feel like to get you to where you need to be. So when your guard is up, that 3D mask will be there. But is that who you really are? I guarantee you it's not. You may be lying to yourself right now and telling you, yes, it is. But when somebody starts asking you the really deep questions about, well, who are you and what are you into and how do you feel about this and how do you feel about that? And if a majority of your answers are, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, and then you're kind of judging the other person for asking you these questions, then like you don't really know yourself at the end of the day. It really comes down to that. Like, it's like you just don't. Um, when we have to act tough to appear strong, that's when your guard's up. And I'm not, you know, I feel like that one's kind of a mix, you know, because it's like some of us really are um, strong. And then some of us really just do get attacked. So we kind of just feel like we have to put it out there like, hey, fuck off, you know, stop fucking watching me or stop fucking stalking me, you know, whatever it is, whatever's going on in your guys' personal life. Because I know some of us just have that energy, like I've talked about in the past, where it's like if you have a lot of Venus in your chart or a lot of Scorpio in your chart, then you are going to be that person where it's people are drawn to you and people are either going to love you or hate you and obsess over you either way. They'll obsess over you while hating you, obsess over you while loving you. Like, and so it's like when you have that, you can't help but act tough because like you're being literally built to be a fucking soldier in this life because you need to fucking, you know, tell people where the fuck to go. Because with all the Venus in your chart, you can't help but be a people pleaser because you love the energy of harmony. So it's like you're that person that doesn't want to tell people, you know, hey, I know you don't like me, but like, I need you to fuck off, you know, because then that would be disharmony. So it's like the karmic lesson within that is to not give a fuck and tell these people where the fuck to go because they don't have good intentions for you. But see, a lot of people with, what is it? Not a lot of Mars energy. How would I word that? But the complete opposite to that, I don't know what planet what that would be, would never understand something like that. They would listen to this and be like, no, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell them where the fuck to go. They don't get this type of energy. Um, with the guard being up, sorry, it's getting really fucking loud outside like it always does. It's hard for me to concentrate. When your guard is up, oh, yeah. So for the people with their guard up, it means you actually don't trust yourself. It means you don't know thyself, is what I'm trying to get at. It means you actually lack confidence. And I feel like this is a hard one because I definitely was this person with my guard up. I know some people definitely get it twisted because I am that person who definitely says some things for sure about the acting tough thing. So I think some people get it confused, you know. where I come off with my guard being up. But that really is just because I know I have people who watch me, who I know don't like me or just obsess over me. And it's like, well, that makes me feel uncomfortable, you know? So it's like, but sorry, trust yourself. So yeah, so your guard's gonna be up when you don't fucking trust yourself. So when you don't trust yourself, you're going to act in a way where you can't fully open up with people. You're going to feel like you need to hide certain things, certain aspects of yourself, maybe because you feel like you're not safe. Maybe you feel like you'll be ashamed. Maybe you're ashamed. Maybe you feel like you'll be judged. Whatever it is, either way, it's not true confidence, because true confidence is when your guard is down and you have this I know I'm about to sound hippie-ish, but whatever, fuck you. Unconditional love for humanity, and that's the truth. Like, that's your fucking soul tribe. Like, think about like whoever your best friend is or was, and it's like, you know how like you feel like you could say the craziest, most wildest shit, and like they'll just look at you and be like, and they'll just start dying laughing because they know you're crazy, but like not the real crazy, but just like the fun type of crazy. And they just get it because they know you, and it feels good to be with somebody who just gets you like that. And then all of a sudden you both are just laughing or staring at each other, and you just get it. That's your fucking soul tribe. You should be able to feel that type of confidence with anyone and everyone, even the people who don't fucking get you. Because here's where I'm going with this. Even if you know, I'm not saying fully open up with these people, strangers, whatever, because that is sacred energy for people who deserve that energy. However, that confidence is going to linger over to everyone, and they're going to feel that shit, and they're going to respect that shit. I promise you on everything. Hands down. That's why I'm saying it's important, if you are a spiritual person or you consider yourself to be spiritual, to attempt to trust people. And if you have trouble with that and you're saying, nope, well, attempt to have your guard down and attempt to align yourself. And if you don't know what any of that means, Google it. Seriously, because God, source, universe, whatever you believe in, is not going to let you down, will not disappoint you as long as you're aligned, because then they support you because they can trust you that you're not going to hurt others. Promise you. Promise you. I'm laughing because I'm thinking of a random example, but just to show you how far this goes. And you guys are going to think this is because I'm a woman and this person was a man. I looked like a fucking bum, like a disgusting bum, okay, when this happened. So there was an incident, I think like 2 days ago, where I had to call the police. Everything's fine. But I was talking to these 2 police officers, and I was literally just being myself. And here's the thing too, when your guard is down and you have healthy boundaries and you know thyself and you're confident with yourself, you're going to be able to trust your intuition. So therefore you can pick up on other people's energy. You can see where to draw the line with other people. You can know like how far not to go. So I made a joke to one of the police officers, a joke that nobody should ever fucking make. And you guys are gonna be like, that is fucking stupid. And in no way, shape, or form am I encouraging this. So please don't get it twisted. So I made a joke about how the crazy comment that I just made before. I said, well, you know, I'm crazy, but I said, I'm the fun kind of crazy. And no, I wasn't hitting on the police officer. I was not doing anything like that. So of course, right away, this was a red flag. So he was like, oh, you know, and he did like the fake laugh, you know, but he was definitely also laughing low key because he thought I was funny. And he was like, oh, what do you mean by that? You know, scanning me out because this was a potential red flag. And so of course I caught on to it. I was like, no, I was like, I'm just kidding. I was like, I'm not crazy. And So it ended fine. It was totally cool. Nothing happened from it. But nobody else who knows people would ever say something stupid like that to a police officer. However, this wasn't just like my typical Aries energy where I didn't think and I just spoke. I literally thought about it before I spoke, and I felt confident enough to say what I wanted to say because I knew he wasn't going to judge me for it. He wasn't going to do anything with it or keep it up or act differently. And I got to be honest with you, he didn't treat me any differently after that. We kept conversating, we kept joking around. And no, it wasn't flirting. I know some people are thinking that. It was not like that at all. I literally looked like a bum. I either look good or I look like a bum. There's no in between with me. So the point that I'm making with you guys is my guard was down and I trusted in a complete and total stranger. Yes, a police officer, but somebody a joke you should not be making, a joke that you definitely most certainly shouldn't be making with a police officer. But I felt very comfortable with this person. Intuitively, I felt this person is going to understand my personality. Yes, he's going to definitely ask me the questions he's going to have to as a follow-up, as his profession, as he should. But I'm okay with that because I know it's not going to go any further than that. And that's exactly what happened. This is what I mean. Like, your guard should not be up, but you should have healthy boundaries. You should be able to trust yourself that you can be yourself with everyone. That's not to say that you should share every single part of you with everyone, because not everyone deserves that. But you should have the confidence to be able to trust yourself, to know thyself, to know that people are going to respect you no matter what. Because there's something respectable about being yourself, your true, authentic self. I don't know what it is, but there's just something beautiful about it. Okay, I want to make sure that I talk about everything. Okay, so I think this is the last part I want to talk about. So when it comes to us being at different parts of our evolution, and when it comes to can our soul tribe reach us? Okay. Trying to think of how to word this. When you think of the people that you're no longer connected to, that you miss, do you feel like there's a big elephant in the room? Do you feel like there are things that are left unsaid? When it comes to that, if the answer is yes, what is your gut telling you? What's the big wake-up call? What do you need to hear that you don't want to hear? I thought that was really amazing. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was deep as fuck. That hit me hard. So, if you're unsure about this, if your soul tribe, your true soul tribe, can they get to you? Or does it feel like there's a big elephant in the room? I'm trying to get you guys to consider your own situation as an outsider. And I feel like that's really hard to do sometimes for some people. So I'm trying to get you guys to think of your own personal situation as an outsider, as a third person. So sometimes we're disconnected from people who truly are part of our soul tribe. So for you guys to try to figure this out, because sometimes we're too caught up in ego and the hurt and the pain that went along with these people. And sometimes we're like, no, fuck them. No, they don't deserve us. They don't deserve our friendship, blah, blah, blah. And there really are some people out there who really did do us dirty, where we know inherently within our soul, it's like, I can't go any further than here. Like, I just can't do it. I can't. Sorry. And that wouldn't be ego. It's just like, we both know at the end of the day what has happened, what you've done, I know what I've done, and this is where I draw the line. So, what is your gut telling you? What's the big wake-up call? What do you need to hear that you don't want to hear? What do you need to hear that you don't want to hear? All right, so with that being said, let's move on to pile 1. Can your soul tribe reach you? Okay. I'm just thinking how I got Oceana and she's sleeping on the windowsill and Kylo's sleeping on the bed. Totally backfired. All right, pile 1. Can your soul tribe reach you? I'm seeing Saturn within, like where the pollen would be. I'm seeing Saturn. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right. Okay. I'm seeing a ring, and around the ruby or some type of stone, I'm seeing a flower. So it's like the ruby would be the pollen. And now when we look at the pollen, it's definitely like turning into Saturn. And around all of this, it's dark. And I feel like the darkness is turning into red. So I think of root chakra, which is where we would feel safe, where we would feel home, security. So can your soul tribe reach you? No, definitely not. I feel like the scene is changing to you driving, but it's like I feel like I'm on the floor mat looking up. Open my eyes. So, I feel like you can't commit to learning about karmic lessons or something like that. Like, it's like you'll go through experiences and maybe not learn from them, like the actual lessons. So therefore, it's like you never feel secure. Because it's like, how can you feel secure? Because it's like you're doing repetitive cycles. Like you don't get out of repetitive cycles. So I feel like you're part of karmic loops that you can't get out of. So therefore, it's like maybe unhealthy behavior. So it's almost as if like your soul tribe's on the other side, something like that. I feel like. Let me see. Can your soul tribe reach you? I feel like I'm seeing a skull in your mind. So maybe you're trying to get out of this. Maybe you're like somewhat aware. I feel like I'm seeing weights. I feel like I'm seeing a car. Driving past people. I feel like I'm seeing light with this. I feel like you're aware of this. Six of Cups. Memories. Can your soul tribe reach you? King of Cups. What did I say? I saw a ring. A ring. Flower. Okay, there are the flowers. And in the middle, Saturn. There are the skulls. I love when that happens. Yeah, I feel like you're aware of this energy. Oh, you know what? I almost feel like these were the people you're aware of. Oh no, it's definitely coming through as this. Never mind. Let me just pull some more cards. Hold on. Can your soul tribe reach you? The Star in reverse. Definitely seeing the Star card right now. I'm seeing the cup of water upside down, pouring out. It pours out. I feel like it's turning into like two ladders. I feel like I'm seeing a half-naked woman. I feel like I'm seeing two half-naked women. I'm seeing a ring. I'm seeing a ring around both of them. Can your soul tribe reach you? Five of Swords in reverse. Can your soul... Well, definitely the answer is no. That's what's coming through right now. But I don't like this energy because when you look at the card straight forward, you see someone holding two cups. Okay. Anyway, 5 of Swords. I'm seeing a mailbox with somebody handing a crystal ball. Like a mailbox is opening and a woman hands over a crystal ball and there's a reflection of another woman in it. So maybe the women are symbolism of feminine energy. What does this card stand for again? Hold on one second. Reverse meanings: being disappointed, being open to new ideas, dejection. What's the star in reverse? Deny your inner truth, ignoring signals, lack of vision. All right, let's get one more card. Pile 1. Can your soul tribe reach you? Sorry for the background noise, guys. I feel like I'm seeing a crescent moon in your mind. I feel like I'm seeing a glimpse of purple. I feel like I'm seeing a lion in your mind. Like having this strength. Oh, teeth. I feel like what's going on here is it's just the energy that's coming through is that it's hard for you to pull yourself out of old things that make you feel comfortable. Really. Yeah. Knight of Cups in reverse. There's no other way to go around it. Even if I wanted to. Crescent moon. Oh, that's so funny. Knight of Cups. That's, yeah, water energy. That makes sense. The crescent moon in your mind. In reverse. Knight. That's why I saw the teeth. Getting yourself to try to conversate, which is hard. Crescent, intuition, water. The lion is the strength. The message, the horse. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. So I feel like to reach your soul tribe, it means leaving the things that make you feel most comfortable, and it feels so uncomfortable, you would rather just pretend like you don't know what you know to be true. You don't want to transform. You don't want to you don't want to change in any kind of way. That's what's coming through. But yet at the same time, it's like you're disconnected from the things that make you feel comfortable. It's like a conundrum. It's like these fucking blinds. Come on. Oh, cool. It's like a conundrum because it's like the things that made you once feel comfortable, you don't feel the same about anymore. And it's like the things that you do resonate with, it's like it's scary because it's out of your comfort zone. So what do? You just stay complacent, but still like not happy. That's what's coming through for you, to be quite honest with you. So it's like you either do something or you don't. I gotta be honest with you. That's what it is. Can your soul tribe reach you? No, because is your energy is coming through as wanting to be comfortable but not comfortable, wanting to change but not wanting to change, having hope but not having hope, wanting to conversate but not. It's shaky energy. That's what's coming through. All right. Pile 2. Can your soul tribe reach you? Your soul tribe reach you? Can your soul tribe reach you? Ooh. Okay. Wait. Hi, pile 2. Okay, so I shuffled the cards. Let's see. Can your soul tribe reach you? Ooh, this is interesting. I'm seeing you in the middle of 2 moving trains. One has like flowers on the windowsill. That's cool. I feel like I'm seeing a peacock, which is charismatic. Okay. So I feel like it's like a choice is being made. Can your soul tribe reach you? I feel like we're in the train and somebody's looking over their seat. Ooh. Okay, first it was one person and now it's like several people. These are definitely people who are stalking you for sure. Oh my God. Fucking hyenas living here. Seeing through the teeth, seeing through the bullshit. Okay. And then seeing, oh. I'm seeing, okay, so I feel like I just saw two different teeth, like two different mouths. One you saw through their bullshit, and then the other one I feel like had a rose in their mouth. And oh, and you can still see through. This is different though. This is coming through different. Like you could just see through them, not necessarily bullshit. Oh, I like that message. Okay, I get it. Can your soul tribe reach you? I feel like the ones that are meant to reach you can reach you, and the ones that aren't can't. King of Cups in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. So why I'm laughing is when it's like when we were on the train, originally it was this guy, he looked over and then he hid. And then the second time, it was a man and a woman that looked over. And then there was like a third time, and then I could see more people looking. So it was just funny, that's all. So the reason I'm laughing is because when it's in reverse, these cards, it means it's like you don't want these type of people in your life the way it's coming through. You got a very fiery, controlling woman. Could be a Leo, just a guess. Aries, Sagittarius. This could be someone with Pisces in their chart, just a guess. Or Cancer, Scorpio. Let's see. Can your soul tribe reach you? Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like this was the person with the rose in their mouth, because this is usually a romantic gesture, but I was seeing random, remember how I said I could see through their teeth? And it's like, it wasn't necessarily bad. So I feel like when we go back to the beginning of this video, when I was talking about like people being at different stages of their evolution, different parts of their evolution, it's like whoever this is, they may not be a bad person, but it's just like, it's not somebody who's meant to be part of your life, or at least not right now. Can your soul tribe reach you? I'm seeing so much light, and I'm literally seeing a whole path of so many people. And there's like this, I don't know how to explain what's going on right now, but It's not a light that keeps like convulsing, but I don't know. I've never seen that before. There's something going on in the background. Can your soul tribe reach you? I feel like I see like your pupil turning into a crystal ball. Like they see your true essence or something like that. Like they know your heart's pure. Knight of Swords. Like they feel like they can I feel like they feel like they can just come to you when they need you. Maybe that's what that was. I felt like this convulsing energy, and the Knight of Swords is flighty energy, like charging in but charging out. But yet I saw tons of people around this path of light around your eyeball, and your pupil was a crystal ball. So I feel like you're that person that they feel like they can get like advice from, or like maybe you make them feel better about their life, like where it's heading, something like that. And then like maybe some people, come and go when they need to feel good. Knights are messengers. Swords is words. Yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse. I always think of this card as like, I'm holding it straight forward for visual purposes, but it came in reverse. I feel like the swords are coming out. Yeah, Two of Swords in reverse. Like you have the answers, I feel like. Like I feel like that moon was the crystal ball and the pupil in your eye. Like you have the answers for them. Like they go to you to seek guidance, or just like, even if it's not guidance, it's just like you make them feel better. There was so much light coming from your eye, which I guess led the way. That's where the path was coming from, now that I think of it. And it's like tons of people are on the left, tons of people are on the right. And then there was like that convulsing energy. Maybe the convulsing was like the people coming. All swords, which is, I feel like, I was going to say Mercury, but I guess it's just air energy. Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like a decision has been made. Because when it's straightforward like this, it's like daydreaming energy. But it's like your people feel like they can come to you, so they don't have to daydream anymore, so they can make a decision. Sometimes people really have trouble with making a choice. Can your soul tribe reach you? Yeah. Wait, water. Oh my God, I see rain. This is coming through so cool. I feel like I'm at the movie theater. I'm sorry. It's like I'm seeing a cliff, and it's cloudy and tons of rain and people are falling. It's like the Tower card or the Fool card. I don't know. And they're just falling. Like they feel like shit. Obviously, right? They're dying. Can your soul tribe reach you? the vibe I'm picking up on is like they feel like they can go to you and they feel like shit. I feel like you're a healer. Oh, wow. At the very bottom, it's your, it's going to sound weird, but your eyeball capturing them. You're like there's light shining at the very bottom. Like it's almost like a river or a lake, something like that at the very bottom of this cliff, and your eyeball's right above it. Your eyeball's turning into Saturn. So I feel like what I'm feeling is it's like this is because I'm thinking of Capricorn, 10th house placement, career. I feel like this is your thing, like it's in regards to your career. Like this is your passion, because that's where Saturn takes you. It manifests in the material world. Yeah, I'm seeing your teeth now, talking, healing, purple in your gums. Yeah, I feel like you just like make people feel better. Or most people, I should say. Okay, so can your soul tribe reach you? I feel like we already answered it, but we can go again. That was so cool how the rain was coming in. Can your soul tribe reach you? The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, I feel like when people aren't feeling their best, like they don't have the answers, they go to you. The Devil. The Devil in reverse. Why can't I think right now? What is this? This is breaking habits. Yeah, to break habits, right? I'm almost positive. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Abandon addiction, stay on the right path, don't give in to peer pressure. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you help them stay on the right path. All right, I'll pull another card. Can your soul tribe reach you? Ten of Cups. I love it. I feel like this is ultimately how you make them feel. Remember I said Saturn, 10th house placement? And this was the water. You see the water? And that's when I was seeing your eyeball turning into Saturn. I love it. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. I hope I gave you guys food for thought, if anything. Yeah, all right, that's what I got for you guys. Bye.